بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعزائي مشاهدي قناة الاتحاد القطري لكرة السلة، أهلا ومرحبا بكم في مباراة نصف النهائي في بطولة كأس سمو الأمير موسم 2020-2021. بيسعدنا أن بيكون النهاردة معانا المحلل القنوات الاتحاد القطري دكتور مصطفى. أهلا وسهلا بيك دكتور، منورنا النهاردة، وإن شاء الله تكون مباراة قوية على حسب إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله بنبارك طبعا في الأول للوكرة بصعودها للنهائي، ومبروك. خلينا نقول النهارده الغرافه والسد بيلعبوا الموسم ده هم اتقابلوا بس مرتين في الدوري، ما تقابلوش في كاس قطر، وكانوا في مجموعتين مختلفتين في كاس الامير. المرتين اللي اتقابلوا فيها في الدوري كان الفوز من نصيب الغرافه. في كاس قطر السد ما لحقش بالمباراه النهائيه بعد خسارته من الشمال بفرق نقطه وحيده بسكور 73-74. وبعد كده دلوقتي بيتقابلوا هم بعد مشوارهم في بطولة كاس سمو الأمير. السد كسب 3 مباريات وخسر مباراة وحيدة في الأدوار التمهيدية أمام الوكرة، في حين أن الغرافة كسب ال3 مباريات. خلينا يا دكتور نتفق أن الفرقتين دول هم أكتر فرقتين عندهم استقرار من أول التشكيل، هو من أول الموسم، من أول الدوري ما بدأ، دوري وكاس قطر وادي كاس الأمير ختام الموسم. استقرار الفريقين ده بيمثل نقطة قوة وضعف بالنسبة للمديرين الفنيين خارج الخطوط. مظبوط مظبوط. هو ده الفرقتين مستقرين عشان اللعيبه اللي موجوده بتنفذ اللي الكوتش بيقوله، فهو مرتاح معاهم. مباراه خارج الخطوط كمان هتبقى قويه، خارج الخطوط بين كوتش قصي وكوتش فاسيلس موجود. طيب زي ما حضرتك قلت ادي اللي فرقتين عندهم قوه ضربه. الميزه ايه اللي ممكن يرجح كفه فريق عن التاني؟ مظبوط. لسه هنتكلم طبعا، شفاء الله عافيه. اللعيبه بتغطي على بعض حتى في لو في عنصر منهم وقع. منظومه كمان. اكيد اكيد. مظبوط صح. الشباب الموجودين. ما شاء الله مصطفى، فيصل ابو عيسى، عمر سعد كمان. مظبوط مظبوط. مظبوط. هو موسم زي ما حضرتك قلت موسم يعني الكورونا عافانا الله واياكم من مكمله للاسف. يعني في غيابات كتيره في فرق كتيره، وده اللي حصل، اللي كان تذبذب مستوى فرق كتيره في البطولات اللي فاتت للانديه. اتفضل. ده اللي حصل في فرقه الاهلي، ان هم كانوا يعني بيتمرنوا مع بعض، فالعدد كان كبير جدا في الفرقه يعني. تمام. حضرتك اتكلمت عن بابيز وغيابه. بابيز خبره كبيره، يعني كمان وجوده في الملعب سايز، لعيب منتخب، لعيب دولي، فغيابه هل هيكون مؤثر بالنسبه للغرافه؟ نفس البيج مان. الله يكرمك. اها. طبعا. سايز كبير موجود. مظبوط مظبوط. نتوقع كوتش فاسيلس هيتعامل مع النقطه دي، لان طبعا كل مدير فني بيتعامل مع نقاط قوه ونقاط ضعف للفريق، فدي طبعا زي ما احنا حضرتك قلت لسه قايل ان هي نقطه، هتبقى نقطه مؤثره للغرافه. هيتعامل معاها ازاي بحيث ان هو يستغل نقطه غياب بابيز؟ فوتس المحترف. هارس الغرافه، هارس. اها. اها. هو واحد هيكون واحد قصاد واحد والمستوى. لان هي دي الميزه اللي عند الفريقين، زي ما حضرتك قلت ان الفرقتين صراع وعندهم الترانزيشن الاوفنس عالي جدا. تمام. يبقى كده احنا اتكلمنا على فرقه السد وفرقه الغرافه. فرانكلين اللي عامل مشكله لكل الفرق اللي كان بيقابل. هيقدر ازاي السد ان هو يتعامل عليه؟ مثلا هيتعامل عليه دبل تيم مثلا، يعني شفنا في مباريات كتير بيبقى حل عليه ان هو يتعامل عليه دبل تيم، ولا ده هيأثر عليه برضه؟ لان زي ما حضرتك قلت فهو في بيج مان واحد، فمش هيقدروا يعملوا الروتيشن بسرعه. ايوه بالظبط. اها. بابك لانه سريع وقوي زيه. مظبوط مظبوط. في المباراه كاس سمو الامير، الغرافه اخر مباراه لعبها بتاريخ 3/3، معنى ذلك ان هو بثمان تاريخ اخر مباراه كان 8 ايام من النهارده، في حين ان الاستاد لعب اخر مباراه كانت 6/3 من 5 ايام بتاريخ النهارده. طيب هل هتاثر بالسلب ولا بالايجاب على مثلا على الغرافه؟ هتاثر
والله انا شايف ان الراحه لو هي زياده طبعا مع كوتش محترف مع لعيبه محترفين على مستوى عالي فلازم هيكون لها فايده، لان انا هبدا يعني هحطه تحت مؤثر الجيم او هحطه تحت ظروف الجيم بايا كان بقى، بتقسيمه بره بحاجه بره، بس ابقى مراعي فيها ان انا ما
ما يكونش
اعملش
فيه
ما فيش
اصابات، ما
لود
يكونش فيه
زياده على اللعيبه،
احتكاكات.
ما فيش احتكاك ولا لود. فبالتاكيد يعني بالتاكيد ده ادى فرصه اكبر للغرفه ان هو جاي النهارده جاي بجاهزيه اعلى. هو جاي ليه؟ لان احنا كمان يا كوتش لو تفتكر الظروف اللي احنا عايشين فيها دلوقتي من كورونا وكده، الظروف دي خلتنا كاس دوري على كاس قطر على كاس الامير كله بنحاول نجري شويه عشان خاطر يعني الظروف
نلحق الدنيا.
فطبعا اللعيبه يعني لو تلاحظ كتير جدا يعني بيبقى في اصابات كتيره بسبب ان اللعيبه يعني ممكن تكون بتدوس على نفسها شويه، في مشكله يعني الاعداد اللعيبه قلت شويه، مشاركه اللعيبه، لذلك حتى الاتحاد يعني مشكورا ادى فرصه للعيبه 20 سنه انها تشارك عشان نقدر نعالج القصور اللي في
الغيابات، او لو
أيوة
كان في
بالظبط.
غيابات او كده. بالظبط كده. طيب كده احنا يعني يعتبر اتكلمنا بشكل مبدئي على الفرقتين. خلاص دقيقه وتنطلق المباراه ان شاء الله. لينا لقاء تاني ما بين الشوطين، هيكون برضو معانا دكتور مصطفى هيحلل لنا اداء الفريقين. فان شاء الله استنونا، وان شاء الله تكون مباراه ممتعه بالتوفيق للفريقين ان شاء الله. صح.
Okay, don't forget the first minute of the match. Sorry, the last 2 minutes of each match. The last minute of every match. Let's go. Let's go. Hamad! Good evening and welcome to the Gharafa Sports Club as we host the semi-final 2 of the Amir Cup. I'm Samuel Rico, and with me is the Qatar national team supervisor and co-commentator Anastasios Magoulas. Welcome to the house.
Welcome.
You can join us on our commentary by saying hi or sending us a question on our live stream at YouTube Qatar BF. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notifications. Tasus, this is game 18 of 19. Only one match remaining, and that will be the final between Al Wakra and whoever wins here tonight.
And it comes true what we always say, it cannot get any better than this tonight.
It certainly doesn't get any better than this. If you missed the first match, the semi-final between Al Wakra and the Qatar Sports Club, 92-53, the Wakra team accounted for the Qatar Sports Club. This match could easily be the final. Unfortunately, the draw didn't allow this to happen. Second final for Al Sadd and Gharafa. For your Gharafa won both encounters.
Yes.
They've been in 5 semi-finals, the Sadd club. What do they have to do tonight to turn things around?
The game of Al Sadd is quick and simple. If they make the shots, especially Omar Saad and Faisal Abuisha, the young kids, then it's a team that is extremely dangerous, even for the great Gharafa.
So Pappas not in the lineup for the Gharafa team. How crucial is his absence?
It's huge because this puts more pressure on number 1 Tyler Harris, and Papis is not only his presence on offense. Most important is what he does on the defensive end. That's what's going to miss. Nedim now, who is coming back after an absence of 15 days, he needs to cover the position. Let's see.
So it's Al Sadd taking the early lead at 3-0. They are running from left to right on your screen in the black and white. And there's the equalizer. Gharafa 3, Al Sadd 3 after 1 minute of play in the first quarter. Coming to you live, of course, from the Gharafa Sports Club. Tasus Magulas and Samuel Rico in the house. Hope you are enjoying this coverage so far. If you missed the early match one more time, the Wakra team, they accounted for the sports club, Qatar Sports Club, 90 points to 53. Vasilis boys, they coming off a huge win against Al Arabi. Can the set style prevail over the more clinical style?
We will know in approximately 90 minutes.
Of course, sitting on the fence one more time.
We see something already very interesting. The X factor, number 10, Raslan Al Abdallah, the guy who put all the daggers in the previous semi-final, started with the 3, which is great news for Coach Kusai. He did such a good job in the semi-final for the league. He starts with the 3. This is very good news for Gharafa.
So Gharafa and Al Sad currently drawn at 3 points each. Make that 5-3 to Gharafa. So Gharafa's lineup: Tyler Harris, Franklin Session, number 3, Saad Al Abdurrahman Saad, Raslan Abdullah, and Muslik, the man who scored the current 2 points.
And I think we saw already what is the game all about. Omer Saad missed an open 3. If Omer will make these 3s, he has 7 out of 12 with Arabi. He had 7 out of 12 with Samal, but he was 0 out of 7 against Wakra. So this is what is important for...
and a nice piece of play from the captain of Al Saad, Abu Isa, inside the key to narrow the score by 2 points. Gharafa 7-5, 7:14 left on the clock. This is the first quarter. And the second semi-final for the evening. The winner will meet Al Wakra on Saturday night. Make sure you don't miss that. As Tyler extends the lead to 9-5 with come in. And if you can't see it now, we've got the man of the moment from the previous match, Julius Coles. Wrap that around your neck, Mr. Julius. Julius Coles, congratulations, first of all, on a fantastic victory. A huge win for Al Wakra. How hard is it to maintain the momentum against a slow starting team?
It's really tough, man, because, you know, you can almost kind of get what you want. So you want to stay disciplined in your offense. And sometimes with games like that, guys start to become undisciplined. So, you know, today we did a good job. We did a good job of running our offense, getting the ball to the right spots, and that helped us secure the victory.
Well, again, congratulations. I wish you all the best in the final. We'll discuss that a little bit later on.
Okay.
We hope you can stay with us as long as you can. I went through some of your history.
Oh, man.
And the most exciting part was this one. I need to put my glasses on this. You were playing the Ryder Broncos back in 2007 to 2008.
Oh, wow.
And you set the record for 13 points in 32 minutes.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Tell us some of the feelings about that.
You know, so I got off to a slow start in college, man. My freshman year, I didn't really play a lot, but my high school roommate went to Ryder.
Right.
So it was almost like a little battle between us two, and he kind of brought out the best of me, man. Every time we played them, I was trying to make sure I played better than he did.
You override him. All right, we'll get back to the match. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere as Abu Isa tries to find something in the form of Saad. Saad playing against his brother, number 13 for the Al Saad team. A loose ball comes away in the hands of Sessions. How wonderful is Sessions playing? How hard is it to play against someone like that?
Man, he's a great dude, man. He's a great dude. First of all, off the court and on the court, man, he has a lot of energy. Plays with a lot of energy every game, man. You got to really watch him. He's in there for offensive rebounds. He does a good job of running the team and pushing the tempo as he's doing now.
And there he goes.
Okay,
Abdurrahman Saad trying to slam dunk that one. Probably the wrong decision to make. Tasus, how did you see that?
He tried to avoid the block from Fotis, but he didn't have so much speed on this drive.
I guess, does it matter so earlier in the match, you know, to throw away 2 points?
I mean, everything matters.
Yeah.
Man. Every possession matters, for sure.
So from one side to another side, and there's one from downtown. Gharafa, they still lead 12-9, 5:18 left on the clock in the first quarter. With us is Julius Coles, of course, and the co-commentator and national team manager, Tasusa Magulas, and Samuel Riki on the house. We hope you are enjoying this coverage. We'll try to keep Julius Coles as long as we can in the broad box. As Ruslan from long. Nice one. I mean, how much pressure are you feeling there when you're going for 3 points?
None, man. It's something that we work on every day. You know, for years and years, we've been working on either shooting threes off the dribble or spot up threes. And, you know, I'm sure all of the guys out here can attest to this. We have shot about 10,000 three-pointers. So at this point, it's just a matter of catching and not thinking about too much.
So there's no pressure whatsoever. I heard that from a couple of players. For me, coming from a rugby background,
Okay.
so, you know, if we're lined up for a kick or a pass and it's a do-or-die situation, of course, there's a lot of pressure. There's butterflies going through your stomach, your sweaty palms.
Yeah, I mean, some people are made for that, man. Some people like the pressure, some people don't.
Yeah. So what you're seeing at the moment, Rafa said there's not much in it. Can you call a team?
Right now, no, man. You know, with the absence of Papis, it's going to be tough for Gharafa to pull this one off, but they have a great team, so
they do have a
see.
team.
Yeah,
I
we'll
asked
see.
the question earlier to Tassos.
No, let's rephrase something. You were the only team that beat Gharafa.
Yep.
Fair and square, as they say. So, what it takes to take them out of their game?
Very good question.
Honestly, we have to stop their transition, and you have to stop them from getting on the offensive glass. You know, the game that we won, we were able to do that. The games that we lost against them, we weren't able to do that. Nadeem is flying in there for offensive rebound. Frank is flying in there for offensive rebounds. So, you know, if you can kind of limit their offensive rebounds and limit their transition, then you have a pretty good chance of beating them.
Already they have, to add what Julius said, 11 out of 17 points for Gharafa is out of transition points.
Yeah.
The 2 3-pointers only, or Aslan is on 5-on-5. It's exactly what Julius said. You need to control their tempo, their pace.
If you could pick a team that you'd like to meet in the final, would it be Sad or Gharafa?
The competitor in me would want to face Gharafa because they beat us pretty badly trying to get into the playoffs. So I would like some revenge, but you know, I feel like we have a better chance if we play Saad because we've beat them a bunch of times. You know, I think we match up better against Saad.
Okay, question for Al Saad. You have the 2 first semifinals. You won one with your buzzer beater, but you lost also the other one. You couldn't make the buzzer beater. So, and then all your games look the same. They're going up. Middle of the fourth quarter, you change gear. Something's happening. You beat them. Previous game was like a very close call. So, at the end, do you match well together with them, or it's like you can beat them, even if it's on the last moment or what happened? Because you had 2 semifinals very close. All your games are excellent basketball games, first of all.
All of our games are close with them. I just think that in the end, we have our veteran leadership kind of kicks in. You know, we have a lot of guys who played for a long time. Irfan, Darwish, these are high IQ guys. And towards the end of the game, we kind of are able to control things.
So you think it's more the experience that sort of controls the matches and gets you over the line. Al Sadd, they had their own sort of style of basketball that they play, and it can be very dangerous. And it can be very dangerous.
And you came. Your first experience in Doha was with a European coach, Coach Manos, and the second was also with European coach.
The Greek. For some reason, I keep finding myself with these Greek coaches.
It worked well.
You
came to Doha. You established yourself as a top level here.
Right.
So, what is this European style that we always explain to the people? Can you describe us from on the court? What makes it a little bit more difficult than, let's say, another style?
There's just a lot of movement. A lot of pick and roll actions. I mean, when you're playing this European style of basketball, you have to have somewhat of a high IQ. So a lot of these guys, they have two. You see, for example, just reading defenses, knowing when to go back door, you always have two shooters in the corner, so the guys can't really help, and that makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a big difference. And outside, they have their two Abu Issa and Abdul Rahman Saad's little brother. They've been playing great for them. So, this European style, especially for their team and their coach, who has been doing a great job, man. It's been working for them this year.
So, both teams here play at a frantic pace, fast turnover.
Right.
All right. Do you think tonight is going to be an offensive victory or a defensive victory?
Defense, for sure. Defense always wins games.
Because they both love to attack.
Yeah, defense always wins games. So whoever stops the other team in transition, if you could kind of slow down the pace and make Gharafa play in the half court, then you have a good chance of beating them.
So you have a message from a viewer. His name is Papis. You know him.
I know Papis, man, my guy.
He is out. We wish him well.
Listen, Papis, he's a key piece, man. Papis has a lot of experience. He's, again, one of those high IQ guys that kind of knows when to push the tempo. He outlets the ball really fast for them. That's my guy, man. Shout out to Papis.
So he say congrats already to you. I do not know if he will be able to play in the final, but he's already, if Gharafa will qualify, of course.
Right.
So let's talk about Papis. Papis is a vital member of the team on and off the bench. When he's off the bench, he is a super sub. When he's on the bench, he's a super player.
Right.
How vital is his elimination tonight against Al Sadd?
It's very vital, man, because he gives them another big body. He gives them somebody who can score inside and outside. If he gets going from three, he's very tough to stop. Early on in the game, he's going to post up. He's a big body. He gets rebounds. He's going to put the other big guy in foul trouble.
But the nightmare also believe it's the heads out on the pick and roll, correct?
Yeah. So
the way he can defend.
Yeah, he provides a lot of intangibles for the team, man. It's a big loss for them.
So Sadd to win tonight, how many points must they be leading in the third quarter?
How much must they be leading by in the third quarter? Yeah, that's tough.
Because you beat both teams, so you know.
I think if they have a solid 10 to 12 point lead, they may be okay, because then you're going to force Gharafa to kind of to run some offense, But if you don't do that, man, it's going to be a long night for outside if they can't stop them in transition.
Already 19 points coming out of transition. Tyler Harris, how vital it is this kid for, because it's not like the flashy center or. But he has done such a good job, and playing against him, tell us what is the.
He's very skilled, and he has a very good pace to his game. Early on in the season, he was still trying to figure out the league a little bit, so he started slow. But now that he kind of understands the officiating and how the game is played, he's been very, very good for them. He's gonna rebound. He has a nice little mid-range jumper, and man, he's good. He's very skilled.
Tyler Harris, incidentally, has 77 points in this competition. His PPG is at 26, so he's a very dangerous player when he's in form. And I have to tell you this: since Tassos put the mocker on him and complained about his form, he has not been out of form since.
This is what Julius said, that he started good and he tried to figure out some things were changing. He couldn't adjust. Maybe he felt a little tiresome because it is a factor, Julius. You play too many games in a small period of time.
Listen, when you come and you play in Qatar, even YL, who was playing for Shamal, his first season here, I remember speaking to him, and he was like, "You play the whole game, you don't come out?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, get used to it." So that plays a part in, and you're playing 40 minutes and you're playing a lot of games. And it's a mindset that you have to have when you're playing here.
So we've come to the end of the first quarter of the men's Amir Basketball Cup. Al Gharafa, they lead at 27-17. We've got a short break at the moment, but in the house with us is, of course, the national team manager, Tassos Magoulas, and the superstar for the Al Wakra team, Julius Kolza. Julius, I mean, let's talk about some statistics for the moment. For and against so far. And you too, Tassos, please be in this. Al Gharafa, they've had 109 against, 279 for. Al Sadd 133 against 273 for. There's nothing in it really between these two teams.
Right.
Again, let's say it's Sadd that's sort of got to do all the work in front of them because Gharafa have been the informed team. I mean, apart from Pappas being out, because that's an advantage for Sadd, of course, not Al Gharafa.
Right.
What else can Al Sadd do to make sure that they're leading at the end of this match tonight?
Man, I think they gotta put some emphasis on getting the ball inside to their big man. If they can get Harris into some foul trouble, that's gonna change the game for them.
So far, they didn't work like this. Julius was right. They Fotis is scoring with 8 points, but this is out of pick and roll action or something.
Right.
So there is no so you think Sadd should post a bit more, maybe Babakar or the big guy try to take something out of Tyler?
Yeah, man. I think that will be their best chance, because if Tyler's in foul trouble, who do you put in for him? You know.
Yes, it's a difference now.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the difference. That would be the difference maker for sure. But on the flip side, right now, because Gharafa is only playing with one big man, who is Harris, who can also run, they can speed the game up.
Correct. And with Nadim, who covers, let's say, the
Exactly.
fourth spot, but he's such a great athlete. It's like 21 points coming out of fast break or second or offensive.
So welcome back
Corner
into
three.
the Gharafa Sports Club as we host the semi-final 2 of the Amir Cup. With us in the houses, of course, is Julius Coles, the superstar for the Wakra team. Congratulations to him, his coach, and his players. They go through to the finals next Saturday night. They will face one of these two teams tonight, Al Sadd or Al Gharafa.
Yeah. I like that. The energy is picking up right now.
It's becoming personal, yeah.
I like that. That makes the game a lot more fun.
And we'll come to this point very shortly as Session lines it up. It's been taken by Fotis. Fotis picks up his captain, Abu Isa. Abu Isa, he comes across the other side.
Excellent defensive transition
Nice.
from Gharafa.
Slowed it down completely. It's too late now as Sessions picks up the ball. A nice pass to Harris, a connection we've seen so many times. That back to Al Sadd. He tries it. He shakes, he dummies. He finds Muslik back to Sessions. Sessions to Ruslan. Hits the rim. And in the hands of the sharpshooter, Pastas. How's Pastas for 3-on-3?
Man, he's a tough cover, man. I like him. I like his game a lot. And you can't give him any space.
No.
Even if you're there sometimes, he's still going to let it go.
You're not playing 15 years in EuroLeague in the highest level
Right.
Greek national team without doing some things.
Yeah, for sure, man. He has that quick.
You got a shooter now. Let's say a little bit about Wakra. Spearman.
Right.
Coach Ihab chose him to. It's a big blow for you losing Nick Stover, who has done a lot of things. And now you
Shout
need to change.
out to Nick, man. Shout out to Nick Stover, man. That's my guy.
He did such a good job. But now you need to change also a little bit the game. Bring in Spearman Brandon, who is a different player. He's a shooter. How much time you did to adjust to his new game?
I mean, at this point, I've played with all types of players, and it didn't take very long. We had a couple practices together. I watched his highlights, so I knew what he could do. And he takes a lot of pressure off of me, because you almost, especially in pick and roll situations when he's on the same side, you can't really help both of them.
Yes,
So it gives me a chance to play pick and roll, just 2-on-2. You know, especially with my guy KD or my guy Irfan's rolling to the basket hard. So if you help, you know, I can get a drop off pass to one of them. If you don't help, I can get in there for a layup. If you help strong side, I'm gonna kick it to the corner. So you almost gotta pick your poison.
But you're not alone in the point guard position. When Darwish is on the court, I see you can move a little bit off guard. You can do some things. Ahmed is.
He takes the pressure off him.
Yes, but actually he's not shooting the last 2 months. He stopped shooting. But it seems that you control. You play the off guard. He can control a bit the PG, so you can play inside.
You know, the thing that I love about Darwish, man, is he's one of those high IQ guys. He knows the game. He loves the game. He watches everything. So you can kind of trust him with the ball, because you know he's going to make the right decision. And with the way teams have been playing me, it's a lot of full court pressure for the most part. So sometimes it's like
Yes.
a breath of fresh air to just give the ball to somebody else and go stand in the corner and get a break.
You know, some who we are not giving the credit that he deserves because he's all his life here and he has built a coaching hub. Your
Yeah.
coach, he has been detrimental to this team's success.
He's a
to your
fundamental
success.
coach.
Fundamental part, how he builds this team and how he creates this environment that everybody wants to play with Wacker and you're winning.
I spoke to him at halftime. Julius was sitting next to him, and I said to him, "It must be tough leading, playing a match and stay motivated when you've got a team that's slow to start." And they were leading 53, I think.
Yeah, we had a big lead.
And he said to me, when we start again after halftime, it will be 0-0.
Yeah, and you know, when you've been coaching for that long, you've seen everything. You've seen teams have big leads and lose it and lose games. You've been trailing at some point and have come back and beat teams. So you know anything can happen. So he just wants to keep us focused, make sure that we finish the game. We don't take anything lightly. And yeah, man, and shout out to him because he's been in this league so long that he almost knows how to manage the players when they come here.
Correct.
You know, he puts you in great position to play well.
You have an identity as a team with coach. You have it is a calm team, a high IQ team. You play with your IQ mostly. You don't play with like a wild style of basketball. He has his own stamp on the way of playing. This is reflection of your success, and it has been a good year, I think.
Absolutely.
He has great success under Coach Ehab. Ehab is one of those coaches who knows the game very well, and he knows how to extract the best out of players.
For sure, definitely does. Man.
And it's more a mental game with him rather than a brutal game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you know, in our film sessions, when he breaks down film, he tells us, all right, you know, we should have slowed the ball down here, or you know, we should have pushed the ball here, and that makes a difference. You know, when the guys are watching film and they can see when we could have fast break or when we should have slowed down, when we should have run a play, that's big. That's big here, and for guys going, or especially the young kids coming up in the program, it's important that they understand when to play fast, when to slow things down, when to run the offense, and he does a great job of that.
So at the moment, it's 29-26. Al Sadd making a comeback. 6:13 left in the second quarter of the Amir Cup. We hope you are enjoying this coverage. With us in the studio, of course, Julius Coles of Wakra and Tasus Magulas, the team national manager. Samuel Rika with you one more time. Please don't go anywhere as we continue this live coverage from the Gharafa Sports Club.
Without Sadd coming back, as Julius said, they stopped the transition of Gharafa. They forced them to play more 5-on-5, which is not, let's say, their cup of tea. It's a team that wants to run, and without Papis, it's a bit more difficult. The zone defense. Okay, the zone defense in Doha. Tell me something like this. I think you faced it more than every place you played. It's a tool for the coaches.
Yeah. You know, because all right, when you're playing man to man here, after a while, it becomes hard to stay locked in terms of constantly getting over ball screens or cross screens, and sometimes you find yourself in a position where you can have strong help side because you have somebody on the opposing team that can't really shoot that well. So when you're playing a team like side, it's hard to play zone against them because they have three guys that can really shoot. The other teams, it's a little easier to play zone and to force them to shoot threes. We can rebound and get out in transition.
Against Gharafa, this is what Sadd is doing now for the last 4 minutes.
Yeah.
This zone, it can be effective, you think?
And they are suffocating Tyler at the moment. There's 3 on him every time he gets the ball. And that's why the score is narrowed down to 32-28 with 5:17 left in the second quarter as Diang brings it out. Looking for some support. Being shadowed by Fotis. Diang with an ankle breaker. Nice, easy lob.
Great play. Great play.
He saw the defense hanging off. He went in himself, got the 2 points, and he picks up himself a foul shot. 32-28.
Julius, when you came to
32-30.
these kids were kids.
Yeah.
Babakar,
Babies.
Abu Issa, Omer Saad. So how do you see the progress of these kids? Babakar, Faisal.
They've been progressing very well. I remember Abu Issa was just coming back from school in the States. And the progress that they've made in the last couple of years is amazing, man. And that's just their testament to their coach and the program over there. They do a great job of developing their young talent. Babakar has made, Babakar was playing the 2 and the 3. He's playing the point guard now, so just things like that.
Costas to Saad. Knocked out by Muslik. Costas not happy with Saad.
Tries to motivate him a little bit, the European way, as you will say.
Exactly.
It gives them that
No, for
look.
sure.
Game.
That's another important thing. You have to be able to understand that with the game, with playing the game, there's a lot of emotion. So a lot of time when your teammate is yelling at you, it's not so much. He's just passionate, He wants you to do the right thing.
Of course. And a nice set of play by Gharafa. Just about every player had their hand in the pool. Tyler sunk it in the end. And he gets an opportunity to post some more points at 34. Plays at 30. 4:13 left on the clock in the second quarter of the men's Amir Cup. Amir Cup basketball, of course, is the most prestigious tournament of the season in the Qatar basketball calendar. 37 plays at 30. 4:11 on the clock. Tassos, how you seen the match so far?
Gharafa is finding the way. I think this is the style of Coach Kusai with the defense is coming back. And if they can defend like this, I think it will be very difficult for Al-Sadd to follow this kind of this pace of the game, because we're speaking about players like Abdurrahman Saad, like Nadim, Haris, Session, but it's like
Al-Sadd worked the way down to the other end of the court 3 times, unsuccessfully failed to post points. I mean, that's very damaging psychologically to a team when you're down the other end and you just can't score.
Right. I think it can be, but as long as you're running your stuff and you're getting good shots, sometimes you can live with it. The ball is not always going to fall your way. But what you have to understand is, if you're running your offense and you're getting good shots and you're taking good shots, miss or make, you can live with it. Because at some point that the shots are going to fall.
Okay. Oh, this is a huge, guys, sorry to interrupt you. It's a huge point of the game. Babakar got 3 fouls. Second with the foul on the under the basket, and a technical foul while he was going on the bench fighting, I think, with Session. So it's second for Session and third for Babakar,
so there's
which is huge.
A lot of emotions.
A
lot of emotions starting to kick in. How hard is it to control someone's emotions when you're out there?
I guess that just depends on your personality. For me, it's pretty easy.
What do you do? You walk away, you smile at them. I mean, what is the most painful thing you can do back to them?
I used to have a bad temper back in college, and I used to always yell at the refs. And my dad came to me after one game and told me, he was like, first of all, you look terrible. Anybody who's watching from the stands, it looks crazy. And he was like, how many times have you yelled at the ref and they've changed the call?
Never.
It doesn't happen.
Don't do it again.
Well,
it's a good lesson, isn't it?
The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to upset the ref, and maybe he might give you a foul that you don't deserve.
And how much influence did your father have on you when it comes to basketball?
A decent amount. So I didn't really grow up with my father early on, but later in life we came together, and man, he's one of my biggest supporters, one of my biggest fans. So shout out to him. He's
shout out to Mr. Cole, wherever you may be watching.
My girlfriend's watching, my mom, they all watch and support, man. I get a bunch of texts after the game, congratulations. So
they enjoy the coverage. Do they see it live, or do they watch it pre-recorded? How do
they watch it live, man? But they have some complaints, man. Sometimes the YouTube stream.
Sometimes
this is YouTube. They're going to take this up with YouTube, not with us.
Sometimes the stream So they're complaining to me like, "What happened? I saw the first quarter twice," or they were just focusing on the commentators. I couldn't see it. I'm like, man, listen, I don't know what.
Sometimes it gets jammed, and the only camera rolling is the one that we have in front of us.
So now y'all know what's going on, man. It's not the QBF's fault.
No, we have 4 cameras rolling all at one time,
Right.
and we try to pick up the best view as you can. We don't have the television cameras, but we work from the iPads, and they do their best. Hamad Blake. Pat Malone, he does an excellent job. They do a very good job behind the scenes. And sometimes these technical things happen out of our hands, and we don't have technical people to come and fix them right there and then. So we apologize to Mr. and Mrs. Coles and the Coles family. We hope that you do enjoy the rest of the coverage and any other matches that follow through. But now you know why.
See, I just looked out for y'all. If y'all watching, I just looked out.
39 plays at 30. Gharafa and Stud haven't moved. They got 3 points in this quarter, and they haven't moved since then. It's been all Gharafa. The momentum is with them as Nadeem lines it up for a 3-pointer. Comes up short. Here comes Diang. Diang finds Abu Isa inside the key. Abu Isa with a turn and twist and a knockout. A knockout by China.
Basket counts.
That's a great move.
Basket counts, but
It's a good defensive transition, even for
Yeah,
this. They
need
return.
more of that. They need more of that.
This is the Kusai style of basketball.
and what a way to reply from Sat. Nice and easy. Glides. He glides in the air.
He's a very, very good player, man. Very good. And I've seen him grow up as well, man. He's more composed. He knows when to score. He does a great job for Gharafa for sure.
41 plays at 32.
See, outside needs more of that.
And how dangerous is Fotis inside the key? He's probably one of the most dangerous men I've seen in the competition.
Yeah, he's very, very skilled. He's he has a high IQ as well, man. Charge. See, that's great defense right there.
I got some stats on Fotis. Fotis and Fotis 77 points.
Yes.
Best rebounder in the competition with 6 steals, 60 rebounds, and he leads it. And the leads at 2 points made 34.
Experience.
And they're sad.
And the 3-point game that Julius always says for Al-Sad. You cannot sleep on them.
You cannot.
Somebody can make a shot.
41-37.
That's a tough pass.
You cannot stop
Al-Sad
this.
again.
This is locomotive.
Isn't it?
This is locomotive.
I mean, he's unbelievable. Flies through the air. Four defenders waiting for him. Manages to stick his hand out for a layup. Extends the lead. 43-37. Abu Isa now for Al-Sad. Nice shot. Rolls around the rim. Does out. And there's Fotis. How dangerous is he there? I mean, if you can't get the ball off the rebound, guaranteed Fotis will.
He's tough around the basket. A lot of rebounds. I think he's had a couple 2020 games. Yeah, man. They just need to get some stops. If they can get some stops, they'll be all right.
But you see the experienced big guys like you have Irfan. The players with IQ.
Shout out to Irfan.
Yes, of course. He is he's a legend. That's why we need to see it's not about only athletes and running and jumping. It's about how you play, how Irfan is playing after this huge injury he had 2 years ago, how he came back, and how vital he continues to be with you. And like Fotis, who is a player of same age.
Session with a steal, finds Abdurrahman with a try with a left-hand layup. Over pass, unsuccessful. Look who's got the ball. It's the sniper! Second time! Yes! Oh, 2-4-1.
Yeah,
you know, Costas, just reminding our viewers, he won the 3-on-3 shooters competition.
Yeah, man, he's a great shooter.
He
You can't give him any space. If he get an offensive rebound and he has that much room, man, might as well take it out.
Incidentally, Costas is on 26.8 average, 8 assists with 32 assists, leads 3 points and 29 3-pointers.
Yeah, man, that's it.
He leads for the 3-pointers. Yeah.
That's what he does.
So 2 and 3 points for Gharafa, 50% to 27% for the 3-pointers. Sad 48 2-pointers, 59 3-pointers, and that's courtesy, of course, of this man we were talking about, Costas. He is a sniper. He should be with one of the military camps to join the U.S. Army or the Greek Army.
Sure.
Maybe Qatar can use it.
Yeah, man, you gotta love having a guy like that. Those 3 points. When you can shoot like that, you're never out of a game.
Absolutely, and that's why they trail now, 43-41, only 2 points in it, 29 seconds before the break. How vital is it to have a good lead before the break, or is it more vital at the end of the third quarter?
I mean, both are important. I think when you're, at half, if you're going into the halftime and you have a big lead, it's a kind of a psychological thing where like, all right, we're trying to maintain this lead. But at the same time, man, if you're going into the third quarter and you have a good lead, then all right, we got 10 minutes, we need to maintain this lead, and you can kind of lock in and do what you have to do to get yourself a victory.
7 seconds left remaining before the halftime break. Fotis has dropped it. He manages to get away to Abu Hisa. Abu Hisa with an awkward shot. Not quite there. And that is the end of the second half. Costas having a lot to say. Abu Hisa shrugging his shoulders. The coach trying to calm them down and giving them the final instructions. But it's all too late as they go into the sheds at the halftime break. 45 to Wakra. They lead by 4 points. Al Sadd managed to narrow the score and a very good tempo for the Sadd team. They had a good run and then lost the momentum one more time.
It's a clear game for both coaches. So I think this is what we saw right now. This is a come and go. It's a boxing match for these two coaches.
So that's it for us for this half. Please don't go anywhere. Join us in the second half as we resume the match between Gharafa and Al Sadd, and we go to Captain Sohbi. Over to you.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته. اعزائي مشاهدي قناه الاتحاد القطري، فات الشوط الاول من مباراه الغرافه والسد زي ما توقعناها دكتور، مباراه حماسيه. في الكوارتر الاولاني تفوق للغرافه، لكن بالزبط. السد قدر يقلل الكوارتر الثاني، يقلل الفارق.
بالظبط.
ايه اللي حصل في الفتره الاولى وايه اللي اختلف في الفتره الثانيه بالنسبه للسد خلاه يقدر
والله هو في الفتره الاولى لو احنا لاحظنا هنلاقي الغرافه بدا طبعا الترانزيشن زي ما اتفقنا، الترانزيشن كان عالي جدا وكان الاداء كان سريع وراننج جيم. كان برضه فرانكلين كان صعب حد يوقفه، فبرضه زي ما يعني احنا كنا متوقعين هيلعبوا برضه زون، فبرضه الغرافه السد هو بيلعب زون في الكوارترين الاول والثاني، بس في الكوارتر الاول كان مش قادر يوقف هجوم الغرافه في الكوارتر، فده اللي عمل الفرق في السكور، وانتهى الكوارتر الاول 27-17. مظبوط تمام. بالنسبه للغرافه كان بيلعب مان تو مان، كان قوي جدا وكان مسيطر على الدفاع على هجوم السد في الكوارتر الاول، لكن في الكوارتر الثاني اختلفت الامور شويه، لان السد بدا يركز على الانسايد. فوتس بدا ينزل تحت في المكان بتاعه اللي هو مميز قوي، وبدا يعمل ارتكازات في غياب شويه من هارس، فبدا يسجل. ولو لاحظنا نلاقي فوتس هنا مسجل في نادي السد.
فوتس مسجل رقم
12 نقطه، يعني هو مسجل اعلى سكور. وده برضه يمكن يعني يرجعنا زي ما اتكلمنا بره ان وجود بابيس في الحته دي برضه كان ممكن يفرق، لان هارس مش قادر يسدها، مع ان احنا توقعنا ممكن هارس يسدها، لكن بابيس كان في المنطقه دي بالذات اللي هو بيسجل منها فوتس كان ممكن يقف.
هارس لعيب مميز، بس ساعات بيغيب فجاه، يعني بيغيب فجاه في المباراه، فاثناء المباراه تلاقيه
هو كوتش صايب طبعا. انت عارف ان في يعني اللعيب ده مميز جدا، وسجل كام سكور مش سهلين، صعب ادائهم، يعني ما يسجلهمش اللعيب كبير، لكن اللعيب المودي بيبقى انت مش ضامنه. لكن انا اتوقع ان هو صغير ولعيب مميز، وبالتدريب مع الكوتش اكيد هيعمل اضافه ثانيه، وممكن يكسبك جيم. يعني هو لعيب ما شاء الله جسمه
ده
كويس.
اللي احنا بنقوله، ان هو كان في فجاه زي ما حضرتك قلت دلوقتي ان كان لعبوا على هارس مع فوتس لعب على هارس، لكن قدر هو برضه نفسه باختراقاته وقوته والتحاماته يقدر
بالظبط.
يرجع تاني السكور، يبدا يفرق بالسكور مره تانيه.
بالظبط.
ال10 نقاط كانوا في
الكوارتر الاول،
في الكوارتر الاولاني 27-17
بالظبط.
نزل اول 3 دقائق اللي الغرافه سجل نقطتين فقط.
وده يمكن اول سبب، وده سبب رئيسي. غياب عبد الرحمن سعد بيأثر شويه، مع ان احنا كنا متفقين ان الغرافه حتى لو غاب عنها حد بتقدر تأدي، لكن عبد الرحمن سعد نزل الملعب فما كانش قادر يجري. يعني انا اعتقد لو كان يعني شويه، لان هو طبعا الكوتش سابه في الملعب لان هو اتعالج، لكن واضح ان العلاج اللي خده ما كانش كافي، فهو طلع يتعالج تاني في الفتره اللي طلع فيها بره كان السكور مش كويس. لكن لغايه لما نزل في الكوارتر الثاني بعد 3 دقائق او 4 دقائق بدات الامور تمشي، لكن السد كان عمل حاجه في الزون بتاعه يعني
قدر يعمل الكولابس بتاعته.
قفل.
ايوه
قفل تحت. الغرافه مع الاسف على البيز لاين ما كانش موجود حد يقدر يشوط، فكان الزون مقفول، وكان هارس مصر يخلص من تحت في وجود 3 عليه في كل كوره، واحنا كنا بنشوف ال3 بيروح على اي كوره رايحه في اتجاه 3 رايحين عليه. في حال لو في كوره طلعت بره كان حد سجل، وده اللي فك الشفره دي طبعا نديم بالشوتنج من بره 3 بوينت، فكت الشفره شويه. الحل زي ما احنا اتفقنا ان الحل اللي اتغلب بيه الغرافه في الاخر ان هو يقدر يروح ترانزيشن او يشوط 3 بوينت، فكت الزون شويه.
يعني نقدر نقول كوتش فاسيلس في النادي السد خد المخاطره بان هو يلعب يقفل تحت الباسكت وياخد المخاطره ان ممكن لو حد شاط من بره، ودي مشيت معاه فقدرت هو ده اللي يقلل الفارق.
ما هو المخاطره خدها لسبب يعني اعتقد ان عبد الرحمن سعد، غياب عبد الرحمن سعد
غياب التوفيق.
هو عبد الرحمن سعد لما طلع بره برضه شويه، وفي نفس الوقت عبد الرحمن سعد ايده اليمين اللي بيشوط بيها
الاصابه جت في ايده
في ايده اللي بيشوط بيها
فحصل
بالظبط. طبعا احنا يعني بيلود لعيب اجريسيف وسريع وقوي، لكن مش شوطر، فكان بيتساب فيبقى بيتلعب 5 على 4،
ما حطش عليه حد في
فالزياده بيعمل هيلب لانه ما بيشوطش. معروف ان بيلود بيخلص من الانسايد تحت، الكوره اللي وقعت من تحت الحلقه هو اللي بيخلصها بيلود. فدي طبعا فرقت مع اداء الغرافه شويه وخلت السد يقرب منه.
طيب ابو بكر كان برضو من ضمن العلامات في الفتره الاولى. اولا غيابه عن التسجيل في الفتره الاولى.
ايوه.
في الفتره الثانيه قدر سجل 4 نقاط، لكن عمل 3 فاول. ده اللي حضرتك قلت عليه ابو بكر في الدفاعات.
هو مشكلته ان هو فعلا كنتروله على الفاولات صعب جدا، وممكن في اوقات حرجه جدا يعمل لك مشكله، على الرغم من ان هو من افضل اللعيبه اللي عندها امكانيات بدنيه وعنده امكانيات ان هو مهاريه، بيروح على الباسكت كويس جدا. هو بس خبرته شويه في الملعب محتاجه تتقل يعني، لكن هو كلاعب بصراحه هو ادى هايل جدا ومسجل. يعني لو بصينا لما بكر في السد هو
رقم 5 مسجل 4 نقاط.
4 نقاط هو مسجلها من الكوارتر الاول. الكوارتر الثاني ما سجلش خالص. تمام. لكن هو
هو غاب عن التسجيل في الفتره الاولى وسجل 4 في الفتره الثانيه. الفتره الثانيه هو سجل فيها.
دي الفتره تقريبا اللي هو نزل فيها بيلود، فكان كان بيراقبه فكان عمل له مشكله.
ايوه.
يعني المهم ان هو يعني انا شايف ان بكر هو لحد الان لم يستغل هجوميا. لحد دلوقتي لم يستغل هجوميا. لسه بالظبط، لان هو بيتلعب عليه مان تو مان وبيترم عليه، فطبعا بيسبب مشكله ليه يعني.
تمام. هارس رغم ان هو اتكلمنا ان هو غاب فتره ورجع تاني، لكن 10 نقاط هو تاني اكتر واحد مسجل بعد نديم.
ايوه
12 نقطه وهارس 10 نقاط.
هو احنا لازم نتفق كابتن صهيب ان نادي السد فوتس هو لعيب مش اجريسيف تحت الحلقه. لو اي فرقه هتلعب انسايد على نادي السد هتسبب لها مشكله كبيره جدا، فهو لما بيستلم تحت الحلقه بيروح عليه فبيسجل. المشكله تسببت لفوتس في لما بدا يترب عليه تحت الحلقه، فبدا السكور بتاعه يقل، فبدا تطلع بره، فبدا عبد الرحمن يشوط، بدا نديم يجيب، فهي دي المشكله. فلو السد في الكوارتر الثالث والرابع بدا يترب عليهم على فوتس، بالتاكيد هيبقى مفيش حل غير الثري بوينت من بره او الترانزيشن اوفنس.
الترانزيشن اوفنس اللي وقف في الفتره
وقف خالص في الكوارتر في الكوارتر الثاني وقف خالص، وطبعا ده ادى للسد شويه كده اريحيه، خلى اللعب الفريق اكتر هدوءا، وبالتالي بدا يروح ويسجل. لكن انا عندي برضو يعني في ملحوظه ثانيه لو احنا نلاحظها، اللي هو كوستس.
7 نقاط الى الان بس.
هو كوستس 7 نقاط بس، هو معدله اكبر من كده بكتير. دي حاجه. الحاجه الثانيه انا نفسه باداء، يعني باداء اللي حواليه، وهو لعيب مميز جدا. يعني هو من اللعيبه اللي يكسب، ولعيب كويس جدا، ولعيب عنده امكانيات هجوميه، بيشوط في جزء من الثانيه، ودي نادرا ما تلاقي لعيب بالامكانيات العاليه دي. فاعتقد لو هو طبعا اكيد الكوتش هينبه عليه، ركز في الملعب شويه، اديك شويه، فده هيفرق كتير في هجوم نادي السد.
لانه دوره كمان زي ما حضرتك بتقول قيادي كمان جوه الملعب،
بالظبط.
لانه خاصه كمان معاه لعيب شباب صغيره.
ايوه.
اغلبهم. فهو ده القائد، هو اللي بيلمهم، هو اللي بيوجههم.
اعتقد هو كمان شخصيه محبوبه، يعني انا شايف زمايله في الملعب بيحبوه يعني. فهو بالتاكيد
بيسمعوا منه.
بالتاكيد هو هيغير من ادائه وسلوكه مع اللعيبه، فان شاء الله هنتفرج على جيم حلو يعني.
وده اللي حصل في الغرافه من غياب بابيز. زي ما قلنا دور القياده وبتاع. كان في اوقات هم محتاجين حد يتكلم معاهم، يعني يحمسهم، يهديهم. هو بابيز عنده الميزان ده، يقدر
بالظبط. هو بابيس من اللعيبه اللي خبرته عاليه جدا، وخصوصا طبعا يعني هو خبرته عاليه مش كلاعب بس، بالدوري القطري. اللعيب ده له كام سنه بيلعب هنا، وفي نفس الوقت هو لعيب مهتم بنفسه جدا، فده فارق في ادائه، يعني سواء في المنتخب او في اي فريق بيلعب فيها.
مظبوط. كده 41-45 الفرق 4 نقاط. اكن يعني ما فيش اي حاجه في كره السله ولا يعني.
لا طبعا يعني ما فيش حاجه، والماتش ما زال قائم. اللي هيحكم القصه دي طبعا رقم واحد الفاولات. يعني اي عنصر يعني هيغيب عن الفرقه بالتاكيد هيكون له دور، وهيفرق في الكوارتر الثالث والرابع. انا شايف ان بابا بكر لازم ياخد باله جدا من الفاولات عشان يقدر يكمل، لان لو خد الفاول الرابع في الكوارتر الثالث ولا حاجه، الفرقه خلاص كده هتبقى مشكله كبيره جدا.
ايه اللي هتتوقع حضرتك اللي قاله المدربين الفنيين في اللوكر روم لكل فرقه عشان يقدروا، وهو ايه اللي هيخليه يكسب؟ يعني ايه اللي هيقدر يعمله عشان يكسب كل واحد مدرب من المدربين؟
والله انا اعتقد ان طبعا مدرب السد هيحاول يحافظ على طريقه الدفاع بتاعته اللي هو الزون ديفينس، وهيحاول يقفل على هاريس تحت الباسكت، ويعني هيلعب على الاحتمال او هيجازف في المجازفه اقل خطوره، لان هو لعيب يشوط، لان هو بس مغطي الخط الامامي بمعنى صح. يعني انا مش عايز نديم يشوط، مش عايز عبد الرحمن سعد يشوط، لكن انا لو في حد نازل تحت الخامس نازل هنا اولا بيسيبه. فطبعا ده هيبقى مشكله، يعني ده اللي هيبدا يحافظ عليه، وهيبدا يحاول ان هو بقدر الامكان ان هو يحاول يعني يترب على هاريس. وبالنسبه لفرانكلين طبعا هو يعني انا برضه ما علقناش عليه. فرانكلين في الكوارتر الثاني برضه غاب، وما اعرفش هل هو بيريح مثلا، بيوزع مجهوده وبيريح. ده لعيب محترف، واكيد ممكن يكون بيوزع مجهوده، وممكن في الكوارتر الثالث والرابع يتغير الاداء، لان هو لعيب بدنيا عالي جدا يعني فهنشوف افضل، يعني هنشوف منه ان شاء الله افضل. بالنسبه لنادي الغرافه لازم ولا بد عشان يقدر يوصل ان هو يتفوق على نادي السد، ما فيش حل غير الترانزيشن. يعني هو حل انت جاري الملعب. انا اكيد الكوتش كوساي دلوقتي مدي تعليمات بيسرع الملعب جدا، اكيد مدي تعليمات بان هو في حد هينزل على 180 هيشوط 3 بوينت، لا في حاله ان الزون قفل. اكيد الحاجات دي هتاثر كتير على الاداء وعلى نتيجه المباراه يعني.
ان شاء الله كان تحليل شيق من حضرتك في الفتره الثالثه والرابعه. ان شاء الله تكون مباراه قويه ونقدر نستمتع بيها كلنا
ان شاء الله.
سعدنا بوجود حضرتك وتحليلك
حبيبي، الله يكرمك. انا سعيد بيك.
الله يكرمك. ان شاء الله نلقاك بقى في النهائي باذن الله برضه.
ان شاء الله. الله يخليك يا حبيبي. الله يكرمك.
نسيب حضراتكم مع استكمال الفتره الثالثه والرابعه لمباراه الغرافه والسد. انتهى الشوط الاول بتقدم الغرافه 45-41. فالى هناك ان شاء الله. السلام عليكم.
Good evening and welcome back to the Gharafa Sports Club as we host the second half of the second semi-final between Al Gharafa and Al Sadd. Gharafa managed to hold on to a 4-point lead at Tassos at 45-41. Al Wakra earlier, they beat the Qatar Sports Club and advanced to next Saturday's final. The winner of tonight's match will face Al Wakra
In 48 hours?
Can you pick a winner yet?
No, I cannot. And I will not.
You know, normally,
I will say that what I said from the beginning, there is a small advantage in Gharafa because of their know-how about winning the games. And even with the absence of Papis, they are a team that they can find a way. They have the experience, they have the coach, and the team spirit to find a way through this. And they play against a team that it's already overachieving. They're already playing over their limits, over their level. They need to be great to beat this Gharafa even now.
Gharafa, of course, they are and have been the informed team of the competition of the season, I guess. Al Sadd, they haven't been able to lead this match. Is that affecting them mentally going in at the break, knowing that they came so close, but yet haven't been able to strip Al Gharafa of the lead?
Yes and no. I mean, they can be happy because the lead is dropped from 10 to 4 and against Gharafa team. But they saw that already their best player, Babakar, has 3 fouls. And they started slow. So they lost 10 minutes to try to catch up with Gharafa. It's a yes or no. It's a chess game between very good coaches like Coach Vasilis and Coach Kusai. So going to see much more. It's a very good game. It's as we expected. It's going to be a close game.
We want to send a shout out to Julius Coles and his family. He's wonderful with us in the first half. He joined us in the commentary box and he made some very vital comments. The one in particular about Tyler
Harris.
I mean, you asked him what Sadd have to do to win or to control the game, and he said you need to control Tyler. Tyler Harris at the moment, one of the leading point scorers and one of the informed players of the season. He is one of the highest point scorers as well with 77 points. They managed to control him 2-3 times and frustrated him. But then in the end, it was Tyler Harris who was getting the ball back out again and taking the free shots. I mean, does that mean they cannot control him?
Yes, so there is as we say, it's an overachieving team already outside. They're already playing more than they should. More than for the talent because they're such a good team. But there is a limit where they can reach. I mean, you see how Nedim is coming back. He's been out for 15 days. He has scored already 12 points. He has complemented great Abdurrahman Saad. He's covering for Papis also. And he's doing great. This is what Gharafa can do on any given night. And this is what Al Sadd, for example, should be very happy with Omar Saad. 9 points already. And I think the key is the kids from both teams, what they will do.
As we resume the second half of the Amir Cup semi-final 2 between Al Gharafa and the Sadd Club. Al Gharafa running from left to right in the white, yellow and blue stripes, while Al Sadd will be running from right to left on your screen in the black and white. Dieng comes away with it from a rebounder. Drives it forward, goes himself, uses the glass, finds Fotis. Fotis loses the ball. It's been taken by Sadd and given to Razlan. And Razlan makes sure of it right in the bucket, 47-41. 9:12 left on the clock. Dieng now. He can't believe what's happened. He finds himself in the same position he was 1 minute ago. Sadd. Dieng pushes his way through. And a big hand comes out from Tyler, knocks it out.
Gharafa, with their experience, they know Babakar has 3 fouls. So they will challenge him to go inside, try to take his 4th foul, either on defense or on offense with an offensive foul.
Fotis, Dieng. Costas! The sharpshooter! It's there!
Coach Kusai was screaming 5 seconds before he was seeing coming.
I mean, the way he lines himself up, he knows what he's going to do 5 minutes before he does it. 47 and plays up 43, a 3-point match in it so far. A session pushes his way through, turns, spins, knocked away. Not on my shift, Dieng says. Not tonight. Muslik from downtown hits the rim, slides away.
There is
Coach Kusaya.
Yes, there is a
Lost
communication, good communication with the two referees. Vlada Semjovic showed to Bandar that it's the position, the ball should go. We didn't say shout out to our statistics, to the people in the statistics.
Yeah.
Shout out to them and to Peter Sudik, of course, for correcting. And happy birthday to one of our referees.
Happy birthday.
Aldoser, the head crew of table officials. Happy birthday,
Mr. Dosari. Ruslan was out for most of the season. He's come back into great form.
He has been so important. This is the X factor.
And here he is from knee side of downtown. And he grabs his fists in joy. 50 plays at 44.
He's the unsung hero of the season for Gharafa.
A nice play by Ruslan and Saad. And here he is now for a scramble for the ball on the ground. Ruslan tries to push it to Saad. This time they lose it. Diang comes up with the ball. And Ruslan being pinched for a
sportsmanlike foul.
A sportsmanlike
foul. And he accepts it very sportsman. I mean, he accepted the referee's decision. He doesn't make a problem for them. Immediately, this is a good reaction from a young kid that you need to see him understanding he makes a turnover.
So Fotis. First free throw successful. 50 plays at 45. 7:32 in the third quarter. Diang. Will restart for Al-Sad. Finds Fotis. Fotis is jammed by Muslik. No room to move. Abu Isa to Diang. Diang. Back to Abu Isa. Drives his way through. Tries an upper lay. And there's Fotis with an assist. What a great assist. Could be a turning point.
Fotis is doing maybe the best game with Al-Sad so far.
And Ruslan again. Looking for three from the far end. Unsuccessful. A struggle for the ball between Muslik and Fotis. It is Fotis. It is Al-Sad who'll come away with the ball.
Second foul for Nadim Muslic. 3 fouls already, Ruslan. A small issue for Gharafa.
Diang. And an intercept by Sessions. There's nobody home. He turns and smiles as he slam dunks that one.
He was anticipating this. If you see, he know that it will be a handoff situation. High IQ play from Frank Sessions.
Great game awareness. 52-48. Costas. He certainly won't be doing that again. Saad. Abu Isa pushes his way through. Almost loses. He does. Comes away with the other Saad. Saad. Brother on brother. You don't get to see that often. And a shot gone astray in the hands of Fotis. Fotis back to Saad. Saad, nobody home. Sessions! Sessions with a big slam. Away, thank you, ma'am. It's not happening tonight. Tyler uses a glass and a knockout by Fotis inside the rim, but it will count.
This is what we always say, experience. Frank Sessions was there. He was, 5 meters behind, but Omer Saad, he was excited. He could cut the lead to 2, and you cannot play this game with Gharafa. Any turnover you're going to make, you will pay for this.
Yeah.
Simple.
Costas to Abu Isa. Abu Isa for 3 unsuccessful. Session comes away with it for Al Gharafa. Pushes his way through. Finds Saad on the far end. He finds Tyler. Tyler dribbles between the legs. Pushes his way through. Unsuccessful. Grabs it off his own rebound. And a timeout.
Very good plays for Gharafa. They attack inside. They know that Babakar cannot help Fotis. So Fotis is alone. You see, he jumped on the possession. Babakar with 3 fouls cannot go close to the action. Again, up by 8. This is the game. Gharafa is controlling the tempo. They play up and down. This is what they want. They play their defense. Al-Sad is making a lot of turnovers, and it's costly.
just when they think that they are getting near to the lead, they lose momentum. They've done that a couple of times now, the SAD team. I mean, listen to the coach. How frustrated is he? How frustrated are the players thinking we're so close yet so far?
Because it's a 40. In order to beat this Gharafa team, you need 40 minutes of focus. Al-Sadd is missing focus on points. When they are focused, they play very good. They cut the lead. They play solid basketball. But they are not focused in, let's say, 100% of the game. This is what I think Coach Vasilis wants from them, especially from the three young kids that they will be the factors to win. You cannot win without them. Whatever Fotis has 16 points, Kostas has 10, but they will decide. Like Gharafa, you see, 12 points from Nadim, 8 points, and 9 and 11 points. This is the difference from Raslan Al Abdallah. The kids from the teams decide the outcome.
So let's see which kids on the block will be victorious at the end of this evening. As Abu Isa finds Diang with a backward drive, a pass over back to Abu Isa from downtown. It's exactly what the doctor ordered, isn't it?
Exactly. Such a great play. It shows how good of a coach is Coach Vasilis. Out of timeout, basket, exactly as he planned it. He will should be very happy. Let's see how
56 plays, 51 Sessions. Dribbles, pushes his way through, runs at Diang. Diang doesn't even move, and a three-pointer from Raslan. Raslan is so potent.
And this is Kusai turn. All his players matter. All his players are important. Raslan is now the best player on the court with 14 points. He's beating Al-Sadd that they didn't expect like this. And they should expect, because he destroyed them in the semifinal. He was the X factor when they came back. Again, 14 points.
I mean, it's very hard for Al-Sadd if they take their eyes off Raslan. They've got Tyler. If they take their eyes off Tyler, they got Muslik. If they take Muslik, they got Abdurrahman Saad. I mean, and then if they take their eyes off them, they got Sessions. I mean, what a team Gharafa is. Sessions from downtown. Turn, spins, around the back. Sessions takes on Diang, knowing Diang is in trouble if he tries that to foul. Diang comes up victorious. He finds Costas, hits the rim, bounces away. Picked up by Sessions.
Saad is making the same mistake. You cannot play the up-tempo game with the best team in Doha in this game. They continue to make the same mistake.
Big brother Saad up against his younger brother. Raslan, an awkward shot. Never looked like getting the bucket. Back to Costas from the knee side. Bounces away to the hands of Fotis. Fotis gives it an overpass back to Fotis from Costas. And it's Fotis with possession.
And with the third foul of Costas, good news for Gharafa, bad news for Al-Sadd. Very good defense from Abdurrahman Saad. He put himself in a position.
So Fotis with possession, a very costly mistake there.
Yes, because they cannot cut the difference, and Gharafa is coming, can increase it. It's a game of possessions.
59-51, 3:20 left in the third quarter of the men's Amir Cup basketball semi-final 2. Saad for Gharafa, unsuccessful. Sessions picks up a loose ball, drives his way through, also hits the rim, bounces out. Tyler tries to recover, but it's Diang with the ball. He's got 3 defenders knocked out of his hand.
Such a good defense.
By Tyler.
Such a good transition defense. This is Gharafa basketball. Mia, as they say. 100%. 100%. So Al-Sadd needs to find another way. They cannot outrun them. But okay, it's very difficult when you prepare something all season to change it for one game.
And almost an intercept by Muslik.
What a great game from Nadim Muslik. How focused he is on defense and on offense, coming from 15 days out with injury on the back.
Diang. And again, the second second foul against Fotis.
And this is the fourth foul of
Whilst
Fotis.
in possession.
Can be very important.
Whilst in possession.
Great defense from Nedim. Fotis understands that he moved his elbow too much. Great defense from Nedim Ushlic. Excellent defense.
Fotis can't believe the decision made by the referee.
I think he accepts the decision. This is what I said. He discussed it a little bit, but
he knows he can't change
also
the decision.
Bench of, he cannot change. Also, the bench of Al-Sad understands that it's a fair decision.
Sessions. Face to face with Abu Isa. Slips one down the side to Raslan. Raslan. Somehow the ball comes back.
And now all night they will go inside. There is the center with 4 fouls. He's power forward with 3 fouls. Now Coach Kusai will hit everything inside.
So they take from one side to the other side, knowing that any foul could have one of these boys off. Yep. Abu Isa with a quick pass, quick catch. 61.
It is the point for Al-Sad cannot make any offensive turnover. They need to score. If they continue to make the shots, they have a chance to fight until the last moment.
Session. Saad Abdurrahman, number 4 for Gharafa. He finds Tyler. Tyler pushes his way through, takes them on, and also finds the bucket.
As we said, they will go all night inside now.
63-54. They don't need to play wide. Dieng, and a nice reply.
Immediately, Coach Vasilis comes to zone. He doesn't want to play zone, but he will return to zone to protect his from the drives of Abdurrahman, Saad, Tyler Harris, a lot of people.
Saad on the knee side takes on Abu Isa. Turn, spin, steps back outside. Session finds nobody home, and rightly so. They closed in on him, but it was too late.
Such a good game from Session.
And he may have come up with an injury. He's hobbling, but he manages to get back in defense. Fotis, back to Costas. The sniper's at it again. 65-59. And Sessions.
He asks now Coach Brasiakos, he's saying Greek, so let me translate. Please, guys, close inside. Close the defense. Please, I beg you. Close inside. Don't give them these open layups.
But it's Gharafa are stretching them wide. It's very hard. Gharafa are stretching them wide.
Yes.
Al-Sad are trying to stop the 3 points, and instead, Al-Gharafa quickly moving inside for the 2 points. Yes. Raslan, nice drive. Unsuccessful. Tyler is there. The way he flew. I mean, where do you get that height from? Dieng. He comes away with the ball for Al-Sad. 3-on-2. Costas, not this time.
They needed this.
Abdurrahman.
And is an unsportsmanlike foul or not?
And a foul on Abu Isa.
No, he go for the ball.
Costas can't believe it. Just when the tide was swinging their way.
As I say, they will go to watch the video. And this is, you see, this is a game of moments. Costas had an in and out, a great shot, in and out, didn't go in, so it was not great. It was a good shot, but didn't go inside.
It was a good play leading up to it.
He could have cut the lead to 3. If it's unsportsmanlike now, it's 2 free throws for Gharafa and the last possession, and they're up by 6. So a 3-point game can return to 10.
And with 16 seconds left in the third quarter, a very crucial decision that the referee will make very shortly, as they go to review the play.
I think this is what we see so far. What we're seeing so far is the epitome of both teams. They're doing everything they can.
So Abu Isa will get pinched here.
Unsportsmanlike, yes.
For holding back the player.
We said it from the beginning because the one referee signed unsportsmanlike. So they will go to watch.
Abdurrahman Saad unsuccessful with the first shot. There's no mistake about the second shot. Possession remains with Al-Gharafa. 66 plays at 59. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the Amir Cup semi-final 2. Abdurrahman from downtown, unsuccessful. Fotis to Costas. Costas is down. The ball has been lost to Muslik. A nice steal. He's run out of time. He stopped. He should have kept running. Nice layup. Would have finished it just before the end of third quarter. 66 plays at 59 at the end of third quarter.
Al Sadd survived this unsportsman, this sequence, but it's a game that reflects both teams exactly how they play, how they can play against each other.
I tell you what, the only thing that's coming to my head is how badly they miss Pappas. If Pappas was playing, they'll probably have another 10, 15 points on the board.
Yes, but we don't have Raslan Al Abdallah. 14 points, great defense, great pressure. Of course, if you have Papis, it's a totally different game for sure. But I'm saying that how good of a team is Gharafa, because some people say, okay, they have the talent. No, it's not. You need a very good coach, a very good system. You see, they miss Papis. They continue. Come, Rashid Al Abdallah, come from the bench, give us something. And he gives them 14 points.
Correct.
Both teams are great systems. And at the end, yes, where is the more talent? You can say there is an advantage.
I mean,
but if you don't play with talent, it doesn't mean anything.
They are talented all around, and they have been and continue to be the informed team. Coach Kusaya, full credit to him. The way he extracts the best of the best from each player. Points from turnovers, not much in it. 9-7 Gharafa, they lead Al Sadd. The fast break points, very interesting. 6 points difference. Gharafa 12 and Al Sadd 6. And that's where they are losing the match.
Yes, this is exactly the difference. The difference is there. And the difference is in the turnovers. You see 6 turnovers for Al Gharafa. They take care of the ball, even if they're running. And 13 for Al Sadd. It means 7 more turnovers, 7 more possession. That it's the turnover, 13 and 6.
Or over there. All right.
So it's a huge difference. It shows that Gharafa can play this up and down without committing turnovers. Because this is Abdurrahman Saad who will lead them to this game. And Sessions tonight, he's been in total control of himself. He's helping the team. They follow exactly what Coach Kusai has prepared for this game. Al Sadd is doing the same. Coach Vasily has prepared the team very well. But it's at the end, on the court, it's the players. They can be focused, they can do.
So the final quarter gets on the way. We welcome you wherever you may be watching the coverage. If you've just joined us, it's Gharafa leading 66-59 in the final quarter of the Amir Basketball Cup, coming to you live from the Gharafa Sports Club. Tasusa Magulos and Samuel Rico in the house.
Tyler Harris with his third foul. It can be relevant to the game. I mean, it's 9 minutes more. Yes, it's important for Gharafa. They don't have too many big guys.
Session, who looked like suffering a blow to his knee late in the last quarter, manages to hobble back on. Still in good form as he finds Saad to Raslan. Raslan back to Sessions. Sessions, a quick pass to Muslik. A turn and spin from Muslik, unsuccessful. And a battle for the ball. It's Costas who comes away with it to Saad. Saad to Abu Isa, back to Diang. Diang back to Abu Isa. Diang, a quick pass to Fotis inside the key. Tries to use the glass unsuccessfully. It's Gharafa now with the ball through Sessions. Sessions to Saad. Saad slows it down. Back to Sessions. Muslik looking for Tyler. Tyler, a quick pass to Sessions. Sessions, he's got nobody marking on him. And there's it from downtown. It finds the bucket. 69-61.
You miss a layup, a 3-point game, 8-point game. This is when you play with Gharafa. Simple, they should know this. But sometimes you cannot do a lot of things.
Al Sadd through the...
Immediately the experience of Costas. He jumped so high that even the super athletic Franklin Session couldn't follow him there. Foul, 3 free throws, good break for Al Sadd this one. And third foul for Frank Session.
So nice play by the veteran Costas. I don't know if we can call him a veteran because he plays like he's a 21-year-old.
Should we go again where I'm
We don't
watching
wanna-
him for 20 years? I'm tired of him.
What do you want to nail him? What do you want to put him down for? His legs are still pumping.
It's great the way he plays.
And his hands are
He's
sharper.
so surprised.
His hands are sharper than anybody on the court. He leads the point tally.
Players like him, like Fotis, and other good experienced players like Julius we saw, it's also good teachers for the young players. They can teach them also.
3 for the guy you've been watching for 20 years.
Yeah.
So 69-64. The score is narrowed down to 5 points. As Tyler finds Abdurrahman to Sessions from downtown, hits the rim, bounces out into the hands of Muslik. Muslik back to Sessions. Sessions as a second go. This time it's there. And he brings the house down. And he slaps his hands in joy.
They believe Al-Sad, and it's normal, but Session is not such a good three-point shooter. He's a very good three-point shooter, and he can prove it.
Photos to Saad for...
This is a very good...
What a reply! What a reply from Al-Sad by Saad. 72-67. What a thriller in Manila. Session, Costas, face to face. What a battle. Muslik, a flick pass to Raslan. Raslan! He tells you I've shot it. He gives me the sling.
I think Coach Bratsiakos has decided to live and die, allowing Raslan to score. So far, it's not working for Al-Sad. Ooh! Such a good basketball game, man. This is one of the best games we have.
Fantastic basketball match.
Fantastic from both teams. And whoever could qualify will be the same, such a good game also in the final.
Abu Isa currently sitting on 13 points with an opportunity to narrow the lead for his team. And does so. 75-68. 7 minutes remaining in the final quarter as Sessions brings it out for Gharafa. Pushes his way through, finds this defense a bit weak. He sucks them in and gives Abdurrahman a chance to sink 3 more.
Because Al-Sad is still thinking the way that they let them shoot because we don't want them to go inside because we have 4 fouls. And the result is this,
and
4 of 4 3-pointers.
Dieng goes without the ball. Abdurrahman tries to swivel his way in. Sessions with an assist, unsuccessful. It's Dieng and Costas on Tyler and Raslan. Dieng.
And the 4th foul of Tyler Harris, this can be a problem for
This
Gharafa.
could be a problem.
This is the first bad break for Gharafa and good break for Al-Sad, where they could have gone to 12 points and they can cut the lead to 8.
So 6:23 remaining in the final quarter. 10 points the difference. Dieng makes it.
I'm looking on the numbers, which is very important.
9-point difference. Make that 8 points. 78 plays 70.
It's 11 3-pointers for Gharafa and 9 for Al-Sad. Gharafa has turned the table. They are not the 3-point shooting team. They have scored already 4 in this quarter.
Session pushes his way through. Nice layup, unsuccessful. Tyler comes away with the ball. He finds Saad outside the boundary. Back to Tyler. Tyler, the tallest guy on the court, pushes his height, tries to take that to advantage. Abu Isa comes up with the ball. He finds Dieng. Dieng off the rim, off the glass and into the rim. Costas with an intercept. This could be a game changer. Costas! And it came off the hand of, I think, Tyler. That was going in for sure. And another in knockout by Dieng.
Al-Sad had a big chance to cut the lead to 4 or to 5, to 4 or to 3.
And the intensity, the heat, the players, it's all happening. The physical match is starting to take place. They know this is do or die. Fotis comes away with the ball, hands it over to Diang. Diang dribbles forward. Abu Isa trying to find a break for him. And there it is to Saad. The younger brother back to Diang. Diang under the rim. And he's met by some heavy defense, courtesy of Raslan.
Great defense from Raslan. Gharafa has already 4 fouls, so the next foul is free throw. Free throws. I do not know if... I think this is why the coach of Al-Sad asked a timeout.
Saad! Unsuccessful with a 3-point for Al-Sad. Sessions comes away with it. He's driving forward. And Costas.
Third foul for Costas.
Costas puts his body on the line and laughs.
He's a competitor.
Yeah, of course, it's competitive games. I'm sure they are very good friends off the court, but he had to do what he had to do to slow the game down for Sessions. Session, face-to-face with Costas. And his shot knocked down by great defense by Costas. Excellent defense. To Saad. Saad back to Costas. To Fotis. Fotis finds Abu Isa. Abu Isa to Diang. Diang from downtown. Hits the rim. Bounces away into the hands of Muslik. Muslik to Sessions.
Coach Bratsakis is yelling at Babakar. Go inside. They have 4 fouls. And the big guy is outside of the court. He was on the 3-point line. This is a question of focus all the time.
Abdurrahman Saad for Gharafa. Sessions from downtown comes up short into the hands of Fotis.
This is a bad foul from Session because it's his 4th foul and gives free throws also to Al-Sad.
Very interesting times. 78-72. 4 minutes left on the clock.
Babakar is controlling now Costas. He said to him, calm, okay.
The
Costas is asking for
the match,
referees to go to see the foul. But Babakar understands that the decision cannot change. This is over.
The intensity of the match has just skyrocketed. 78-72. 4 minutes left on the clock. Fotis with another chance to add another point. It's the rim. Saad. Abdurrahman Saad. Flies through the ball. Passes a late pass to Raslan. Raslan, he cannot do anything wrong tonight. How does he do it again and again and again? Fotis comes up short. First time, second time, it's there. 81-75. 3:24 left on the clock in the final quarter. Samuel Rico and Tasusa Magulos with you in the house. The scoreboard operators is a little bit slow. There he goes. 81-75 and taken by Diang. It's 3-on-1. Costas back to Diang and he slams dunks that one. He makes sure of it. A quick turnaround by Gharafa. No, it's been slowed down by Sessions. 81-77. What a match we've got on our hands. Harris. Session for Gharafa. How often have we seen Session and Costas come face to face? Session this time overcomes the defense. And high five by Raslan.
Al-Sad is missing the one thing, either on offense or on defense. One simple thing to take them. They are, as we said, overachievers. The Cinderella to finish the fairy tale. One defense, one free throw, one like this. They play very good because Gharafa is going full cylinders. Raslan Al-Abdallah with 20 points. He's destroying Al-Sad defense. But Al-Sad is coming back even with this that they didn't expect. It looks like they didn't expect it. they expected, but they say, okay, let's take care of Session, of Abdurrahman Saad, of Nadim, of Haris.
Whoever they take care of,
Yes,
there's
you can.
somebody
Yes,
else vacant, isn't it?
but then comes somebody who's scoring 20 points, and you cannot believe it. And he has, I think, 5 out of 9 3-pointers. This is the huge thing with Raslan, and he plays defense.
So 2:31 left on the clock in the final quarter.
Too much time.
Gharafa leading 83-77. How much of these last 2 minutes and 30 seconds will luck play?
There is no luck.
There is no luck.
Two very good teams, very
good
coached teams.
Very good answer. There is no luck.
In sports. There is luck if the lightning will strike you on the way to your layup, or the roof will fall. But at the end, or you shot from one court to the other. Yes, this is luck. But what is happening on the half court? There is no luck. Where you're going to send the ball, it will go in or out.
All right. So tonight, Tassos tells us that there is no luck. It depends on your skill and ability. DeYang. The pressure is all on Saad. Saad. And no pressure there. 83, 80, 3-pointer difference.
Such a huge
3-pointer difference. There's a source of energy that's come alive into the Al Sadd team. Session trying to kill time, trying to borrow as much time as he can. Finds Abdurrahman Saad. He halts, waits, gives it to Muslik. Muslik pushes his way through and pass unsuccessful. It's in the hands of the sharp sniper. He finds Saad. Saad to DeYang to Fotis, the most dangerous man inside the key. And unsuccessful the first time. And that is why. 83-82 Tassos. I keep saying he is a danger man, and nobody believes him.
Why everybody believes him. He has a huge career for this. He has played national team of Greece, has played in Europe, in South America. He is such a huge name. And now let's see how Gharafa will react to this, because Al Sadd also has 3 fouls to give. So they can defend a little bit harder. Only Fotis cannot defend. Let's see how Gharafa will manage this right now. Al Sadd is doing right now, after the timeout, they had 2 great possessions.
They are doing what they can.
They read the mismatch. Tyler Harris in the switch, he went outside. So Fotis played with Abdurrahman Saad, who did everything he could on defense, but he's a guy 2'7". He is 191. You cannot stop him.
They still need to attack the defense and try to foul them. Not that it matters at this time of the match. 1:35 left in the final quarter. I guess we'll be seen a few times out before the match is over. 83-82. Gharafa, they lead by 1 point. This is the closest Al Sadd have been to Gharafa tonight.
Correct. And the decision from Coach Kusai is to move the ball. No, decision is what? Yes, he wants to move the ball in the front court. He has this right from the rules. But now Gharafa will have 14 seconds.
14 seconds instead of...
He wants to go faster. He prepared his play. He wants to go fast.
So...
Quick, be correct in my English.
Sessions to commence play. He finds Saad for Gharafa. The 2 Saad brothers are playing against each other. One is number 4.
There is a foul on Abuisa.
And the other one's 13.
In the switch, also good play from Tyler Harris. He tried to attack inside without the ball. And in the mismatch, second foul of Abuisa.
So Gharafa to retain possession. Again, Sessions and Costas face to face. Don't you love to see that competition? Tyler finds Muslik out wide. Muslik has been knocked out by a shoulder.
And the 4th foul of
But
Babakar.
DeYang has got his hands together praying.
2 very good plays from Gharafa. Quickly, Saad has to spare these two out of the 3 fouls they had to give.
So possession remains with Gharafa. It's Tyler now. Tyler pushes his way through inside the defense. Session was coming high, but there was no need.
Such a big basket. This is the basket. They can be the basket of the game.
What a bucket. 85-82. Dieng. Abdurrahman. He steals the ball. There's nobody home. Abdurrahman with a right hand layup. That could be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
And that's what we said. The basket of the game. If Gharafa didn't score in the previous possession, we still have all in 3 seconds, it would be totally different. Gharafa scored. Their psychology went skyrocketing. They attack on the defense. They steal the ball. 5 points. Still,
absolutely.
Sad has chance to win it, but they are very close, Gharafa, to take this game because they prove one more time that they are focused 40 minutes. Al-Sadd has these small lapses here and there, and this is costing them this game.
Al-Sadd, a tremendous effort regardless.
Unbelievable
so
season.
Far. I mean,
unbelievable
season. To narrow the score to 1 point and almost take the lead. And that's where I believe there is luck. You know, you take a shot, it hits, it misses, hits somebody's finger along the way. Come on.
No, he can do it. I mean, Tyler Harris.
You don't have luck. You don't have luck if you've got nobody in front of you. You take a shot, you hit, you get it in or you miss. But if you take a shot and it flicks off somebody all of a sudden, sticks his hand out, it hits, that's just bad luck.
No, because it was a clear shot. He did it. He played one-on-one. He knows that his opponent had 4 fouls. He shot over him. Where he sent the ball went inside.
What about the referees? Can they give you luck?
I love them and I hate them because we play basketball. But without them,
we have to be careful what we say. Costas from downtown. Oh! What a magic shot! 87-85. What a shot by the sniper. 37 seconds left on the clock. Session looking for his own 3-pointer. It's Tyler now. Pushes his way through against Fotis. 3 hands up in the air. They couldn't stop it. Abu Isa to Dieng. This could be their last chance. Dieng takes on the defense. Tyler comes away with it. And it's Gharafa that will get the advantage and come up with the ball.
And there is no free throws, which is, I think, the best scenario for Gharafa.
Oh.
And Babakar's 5th foul. Al-Sadd did what they have to do. They give the ball to their captain. He tried to win it. Hats off also to Gharafa. They give the ball to Tyler Harris, not a guard. They gave the ball to their big guy. He scored these 2 unbelievable baskets. He's close to win the game.
I don't know what your thoughts on this. My man of the match goes to one of the team if they lose.
The man of the match is Raslan Al-Abdallah. Because you have the Abdurrahman Saad, who is a huge player, Harris, Session, Nedim. He hasn't scored in the second half, but he scored in the first. But Raslan Al-Abdallah is the man of the match. No discussion. And points. On the other side, it's Fotis. Or Omer Saad.
I mean, have a look at the Saad club sitting there on the bench. They know it's a tough call. They need possession of the ball.
They were so close. This is what they say, that again, this time the game even closer. They did most of the things correct, but they didn't do all the things correct. I believe Gharafa played slightly better game.
So they come away with it.
Excellent play from Coach Kusa after the timeout. He gave the ball to the best free throw shooter of the team, Nedim Muslic. If he will make the free throws, it's a different scenario.
So this could be.
He makes the 2 free throws and frees the game.
This could
he makes one because it's a 3-point shooting team outside.
This could be the end.
Not yet. This is the first.
So 89-85, that 4-point difference. Muslik misses their second. 3 points knocked away. Session. Knocked away by Session.
And it's a foul on Sessions, which is 3 free throws for Costas. This is
very interesting times.
It's an unbelievable turnaround.
If he gets the 3 points, we are looking at.
And it's the 5th foul of Session. This is also a big problem. There is Milud Weary coming from the bench, a very experienced player, but you need Session on this kind of situations.
Wow, what a turn of events with 10 seconds remaining. Costas,
who is tired now,
the
he needs to make the free throws.
Let's see these 20 years of experience where they take him tonight. He needs to sink all 3 of them. There's 1 from 3. And I see Saeed is on.
The place of Babakar and
second one for the sniper. It's there. 89, 87. '89, 88. Gharafa will try a quick play the ball.
And the foul, Abdurrahman Saad, who is a 70% free throw shooter. He missed already, I think, 2. Let's see. But Gharafa did the correct thing. They gave the ball to their captain. It's a 5th foul for Costas. This is a mistake from Al-Sad.
89-88.
Costas should know better not to foul there. But now it's 8 seconds. Come on. We're telling stories here. I'm sorry.
Here we go. 89-88,
I mean,
1 point difference. 8 seconds on the clock. Abdurrahman Saad to finish off the match for Al Gharafa. First one they miss. Referee warning the Al Saad bench and coach to step back. 89-88. Second free throw for Abdurrahman Saad, the number 4 for Al Gharafa. And he misses the second one, and there's a tumble of players on the ground. Tyler back to Abdurrahman Saad.
And this is what?
And another foul.
An offensive rebound. As we said, you need to do 100%. Al-Sad missed the offensive rebound. Tyler Harris won the offensive rebound. 2 more chances and only 4 seconds left.
So Abdurrahman with his first free throw again. This time, no mistake. 90 plays 88. 4 seconds left on the clock. Second free throw for Abdurrahman Saad is also there. 91-88. It's Al-Sad now. They come away with the ball.
Quick foul for...
and a quick foul against
But I thought it, Gharafa didn't want this foul because it gives 2 free throws and they give the chance to...
and Al-Sad will retain possession.
No, it's 2 free throws only, but it gives a chance for an offensive rebound or something to happen there in their front court. See.
So from one brother to another brother down the other end, he makes sure of that one. A nice and sharp shooting.
And now what he will do? He will miss the free throw or he will make it. He's asking for direction from the bench.
They're saying miss it. There's a big miss.
And this happens when there is no experience on this. Omar Saad is growing up to make the free throw. He missed it so badly that the referees have to give the ball to Al-Sad, to Gharafa, correct.
At 91-89, 91-89, they're scrambling for the ball. Abdurrahman tries to keep it alive. Muslik, he finds Ruslan, and it's game over. 91-89, Gharafa are victorious, and they are celebrating on the court, making another final. What's that, 6 finals for them this year?
Such a great game. I mean,
what a match.
This is such a great
game. What a match. Number 10, Gharafa. 91-89. It does not get better than this.
Only the final between Wakra and Gharafa. only this maybe can be better. What we watched is the epitome of the Qatar Basketball League. Great teams, great basketball, thriller until the last second. Gharafa is prevailing, but all the clapping, all the hats off should go to the young kids also of Al Sadd. Both teams deserve the credit for such a great game.
What an awesome game. A fantastic game, fantastic effort by both teams. We'd like to call our man of the match to join us here in the studio, Ruslan Al Abdallah. A fantastic effort.
And on the modern time, we see something very sports. This is a sports all about. Al Sadd is gathering in the center. They had a great season.
So Ruslan Abdallah, put that around your neck. Congratulations, 20 points, a high for your high record for yourself. You must be happy with your performance and happy with the win.
I'm just happy with the win. It's good to win in the semifinals. It was a really tough game. I haven't had a tough game in a while. Shout out to Sid for a good game. We're just happy to make it to the finals again for the third time this season.
How tough is it to play against Al Sadd? They never give up.
They never do, and they're really good shooters. You have to give it to them for playing hard all 40 minutes. We'd go up by 10 points, but we know our backs against the wall. We have to keep fighting because they're gonna come for us.
I mean, you call them good shooters. What about yourself, your performance? You must be happy with that.
I am, but I have to give it to the team. They gave me open shots, and without them, I wouldn't have made them.
You did it in the semi-final for the league because you are forgetting it. You had a great game against Al Sadd in the semi-final of the league. You made some crucial shots. Here you started the game. What is easier or more difficult? To start the game and have all the game ahead of you, or go in the last 5 minutes and you have to give something to this team?
I think starting the last 5 minutes is tougher because, you're not in rhythm for the game. You have to get your flow kind of, and, every shot you take is going to be crucial. So, yeah.
Al Sadd narrowed the score twice to 1 point. Did you at any stage think, well, this could slip out of our hands?
Yeah, of course. It's basketball. Anything can happen. You see, we go up by 10 and in 1 minute they come back. So, we always have to be aware of what's happening on the court.
When the timeout was called by Coach Kusay, 1 point away, Al Sadd were trailing by 1 point. What did he say to you guys?
Hey, repeat the question. I'm kind of lost. I'm sorry.
When it was 1 point difference, when Al Sadd narrowed the score to 1 point, and Al Kusay called the timeout, what did he say to you?
He just said, play good defense, get a stop, and then, work hard on offense because, defense is the key to the game.
You play Wakra now. The only team that beat you one time during the league, okay, not in the semi-final. What can we expect, Ruslan?
It's going to be tougher than today because, it's the last cup of the season. Everyone wants to win. For us, it's going to, we want to get all three. So we just have to come out and play hard, and then the rest is up to God.
What about Pappas? How much do you miss him out there?
Oh, we miss him so much, man. So much. I hope he gets well soon. We miss him a lot on the court.
So if Pappas comes back, who will be out?
Who will what?
Who will be taken out from the starting line?
You will give him his position, no problem.
Give it back to him.
You'll gracefully bow out to him, will you? I mean, how tough is that for someone like Kusay? Do I pick Pappas or do I pick Ruslan?
No, Pappas every day, man. He's a big part of
I mean, he's a 20-point gamer, but so are you.
I mean, it depends on the game. They needed me to score tonight, so I scored.
Dude, you should be joining the army, right? In the military ranks, not as well.
Oh, he's growing so much. We are so proud for Ruslan, the way he played the second half of the season. But we are so proud of him. How he how he talks. You see a young kid giving all the credit to the other team and his teammates. Doesn't
he speaks
going high about himself because he scored 20 points.
He speaks very well.
His head is inside. So
I remember the first interview with his right up those stairs, if you remember.
Yeah.
Remember a couple of years back, he was a little bit shorter, a little bit thinner, and he had more hair back then.
No, now he has the longest hair I've seen him in 6 years now.
But congratulations, well done.
Congrats.
Congratulations to your father as well and your family. They must be proud of you.
I mean, I hope they watch the game. They better.
If they're not, you tell me. I'll call him.
For sure.
Well done. Thank you very much. Go celebrate with your team. That's the game for tonight. Gharafa has beaten Al Sadd 91-89. Thank you to our man of the match, Ruslan Al Abdallah, and thank you wherever you may be around the world. You can catch the game again anytime. Just visit our channel, www.com, Qatar BF. Don't forget to join us for the final of the Amir Cup on Saturday night, live right here at the Gharafa Sports Club between Al Wakra and Al Gharafa. From me, Samuel Rico, and Tasus Magulis, and all the team at the QBF channel.